Boy, I tell you what, stuff that you find out when you get into dig down on some information about these artists, Nivea. Boy, what a complicated love life. Nivea at number 20, well, number 16 up from 21 on my fantasy playlist February 9th, 2003. Jagged Edge, Nivea featuring Jagged Edge. Two guys from Jagged Edge sing on this song. It's Brian and Brandon Casey. The song is called Don't Mess With My Man. Oh boy, I'm sure she's got a few things to say about that. Oh boy, talk about some karma that would come back and get you a little bit later. Actually, that song was kind of a predicting the future, but I'll get into that in just a minute. Nivea from Georgia, she's the youngest of three sisters. First appearance, Mysticals and Danger. Remember Danger by Mystical? Brings back some nice memories. Summer of 2000, she was on that record, or perhaps in that video. Then she came out with her first debut single called Don't Mess With The Radio in 2001. And 2002, August 2002, she released her second big single, which is Don't Mess With My Man. Must have taken a while for it to cross over into the pop charts because I got it on my fantasy playlist week of February 9, 2003. Her self-titled album didn't come out until much later, December 2002. That was about 4 months after. No, I take that back. Yeah, about 4 or 5 months after the single release of Don't Mess With My Man. Don't Mess With My Man. Don't Mess With My Man. 2002, she started dating Lil Wayne, rapper Lil Wayne. Keep in mind that Nivea says that Lil Wayne was her first love. Very special to her, and that will lead to, to an absolute minefield of bitterness later on. They got engaged. December the 11th, 2002, Nivea and Lil Wayne got engaged. This was around the time her debut album came out. Then, some months later, spring, summer 2003, Lil Wayne said, no, put up the stop sign, called off the engagement. 2004, Nivea married Tyrius Nash of the group In Dream, or The Dream rather. They had a little girl, followed by two sons, twin sons, in 2006. And then Tyrius Nash called it quits. At least according to Nivea, he was the one who instigated the divorce in 2007. And she didn't necessarily want this divorce, but it happened. 2007. Must have hurt. But guess what? What comes around goes around. She hooked up with Lil Wayne. She resumed a relationship with Lil Wayne. 2007, 2008, and they had a son together. Her and Lil Wayne in 2009. They got engaged, and guess what? The engagement was broken. The engagement was broken between Lil Wayne and Nivea. Summer 2010. Why? Well, Nivea blames a woman named Chanel Woodgett. Chanel Woodgett, don't know much about her, but she was Neo's principal dancer. She was also a songwriter. She hooked up with Lil Wayne. She became his background singer. Apparently, they got into it together, and Nivea was very bitter about the engagement being broken. She blames Chanel Woodgett. And she's got a quote that I was going to read from Wikipedia, but I better not. I don't want to get into it. Just to let you know that she was not happy with that. I'm sorry that all this had to happen to Nivea. Just, my goodness. You talk about some drama. Back to the record. Don't Mess With My Man by Nivea at number 16 on my fantasy playlist, February 9th, 2003.